Hello, kindergarten, and welcome back to week number 3 in December. Today we are going to finish up our trees, so let's follow along and see how to finish. So I'm going to work with 1, but some of you made 2 or 3, and I have mine down here. And I'm going to grab my scissors, and I want to get these trees so they can stand up so I can display them. So what I'm going to do is take my scissors, and at the bottom of my cylinder, I'm going to make little tiny cut marks and go all the way around and make them even as you snip. Okay, just like that. And what that's gonna do, once I pull those little things out, is it's gonna give me little tiny tree trunk feet. Do you see that? So now I can take my glue, which I have over here, and I can put some glue onto the bottom of the tree. And I am going to glue it down, just like that. Now my tree is white, and I'm gonna leave it white because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some construction paper, and I think I have a red piece right here. And if you don't have red paper, you can always just color some red. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out the shape, using my eyeball here, of a little tiny cardinal. Do you see him? He's sitting there. Oh, he needs a stronger looking beak. So there. I cut out a little tiny cardinal, and I think I have a black marker. I'm going to color his beak in black, and I just colored his beak, and I'm going to glue him to the top of the tree. Do you see him sitting up there? Maybe he's building a nest in this pine tree. So I can go ahead and I can continue to cut out little tiny birds. Ooh, he's kind of a chubby dude. Whoop, he fell. So I can continue to cut out the shapes of little red cardinals. And if you have blue paper, maybe you want to make some blue jays. So here's my black. Just color in his beak. And I'm gonna put this guy, maybe, let's see, how about on the bottom? He's hanging out down there. So do you see how by leaving it white, you can add things to it that make it pop out? Now, if you happen to have cotton balls laying around at home, or I have some of this old cotton, I'm just going to cut it and just glue it around. Maybe you have some gauze or something laying around, and look at that. I can glue it to the bottom to make a little snowy field that this pine tree is hanging out in. Isn't that cool? And then if I wanted, maybe I can cut out a snowman and I can glue him there. Or if I'm gonna put the other tree here and my other guy here, it looks like a little winter wonderland. So I hope you had fun trying the tree project. In this, you learned how to make a cone, a cylinder, you learned how to glue a cylinder, you learned how to tape cones together and make it look like a tree. So, once you finish your tree project, here is something that you can try that's a one-day fun project. So here's what you'll need to get started. You'll need some scissors. You're gonna need some glue. Glue stick works just fine too. You'll need some construction paper. So I'm using some green leftover scraps. I have a piece of white paper, and I'm gonna use a piece of blue. So the first thing I wanna do is turn my blue paper up and down. Up and down is also known as vertical, okay? I'm going to take my white piece of paper and I am going to cut it horizontally. Horizontally is when it goes side to side, okay? So what I want to do is I'm going to start at the bottom, not too far down. You'll see why in a second. And I'm going to cut kind of a wiggly line and go almost to the top. You see what I did? maybe mom and dad can help you with that. And now I'm gonna take my glue stick and I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the back like that. Do you see? And I'm gonna stick it down. Oh, let me move you down. That way the edge of it lines up with the edge of the blue paper. Do you see? And now what I want to do is I want to practice doing an accordion. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go back and then back and then back like that, as many times as you think you can get. And I'm just going to take my paper now and I am going to just cut off some of this blue, just like that. And now, when I stand this up and stretch that out, I'll have the beginning of a snowy hill. So now I'm going to take my green paper and cut out all different size, whoa, triangles. I dropped it. Let me put that down for a minute. Triangles are so much fun to cut out. There. And, oh, let me stand up my hill again. And all I'm gonna do is take a little bit of glue onto the back and start gluing them onto the hills. And what's fun is you can make it look like the trees are on the hill and that they're growing down like that. And it's fun to kind of tilt them a little. Oops. And sort of make them look like they're leaning with the hill. See how cool that is? And then what I can do is I can take a marker and add some details. Okay, so you can see I started to add some details. And basically all I did was draw a little line and some wiggles and a little tree trunk and the indication of a little snow hill. And I'm gonna keep doing that on all my trees. Oh, he has a long tree trunk. And then I have one more to go. Nice little hill by him. Look at that. Within a few seconds, you can make a really cool 3D picture. Now, I can keep going here, and if I wanted, maybe I can draw some snowflakes on the top of my sky here. And I'll just make little black letter T's, right? Just to look like it's snowing. Or I can glue little tiny pieces of cotton or cut out little circles and glue them on. But the sky is the limit, right? So give it a try. Try to make a 3D hill with some trees on it, since trees were our theme for the month of December. Okay? So have fun. Let's see what you can make using the construction paper. And I hope you had fun in the month of December. And I will see you next week. And we will talk again. Have a great day, boys and girls. Bye-bye.